Hello again, YouTube. Back again for a little something on the truck this time, no tools. Today I'm going to do some basic maintenance. I'll show you what I call the care and feeding of the Bandit, my 92 Chevy half-ton here. Some of you probably going to say I'm crazy for putting in what I put in it, but personally I like to run nothing but the best, and it served me well because the motor's been absolutely reliable, not a single problem with the engine. And I'm going to keep running that way because to me it's worth it. Just know I have the best. Walk around to the back here, I'll show you what I'm going to put in it. On the list today is a oil change for the engine, oil change and filter change obviously, and then a trans fluid and filter change. And then once it cools down, I'm going to install the trans cooler. Finally have time to do that today. Walk around to the back here, everything laid out in the bed. I just went to my little parts store and got all this, but I got the Valvoline Max Life Trans Fluid. It's full synthetic because I am a little hard on the truck. With the trans filter over here. My little store's a CarQuest and I get a good discount there, so that's where I usually go. That's something that doesn't really matter, but I don't trust Parts from AutoZone, which is the other store in town. No thanks. And then I bought, for oil, all I use is Royal Purple 10W30 full synthetic, 5,000 miles to an oil change, which seems to be about right. Today I did put a quart of ATF in before I ran to town just to help clean out the motor. It seems like oil looks a little darker than usual, so probably clean some extra crud out, although the oil does a pretty good job on its own. The first time I bought the truck, and then pretty much the day after I bought it I changed the oil in it, put Royal Purple in. When I did the oil change after, oh man, that oil came out was so black and full of crud. Royal Purple cleaned out a bunch of stuff out of the engine. That's what sold me on it. Seems to work really well, and the motor seems to love it. Doesn't really leak or anything, so I'm going to keep doing it. I've had the oil drain in here, so I'm going to get back to work. But once again, all I will use is the Royal Purple. And I've never had to do a trans fluid, but I've heard really good things about Max Life, so we're going to give it a try, see if it shifts good. Then here's the oil filter. Like I said, I go to CarQuest, and they have two lines of filters. CarQuest Red, which is the basic, and then CarQuest Blue, which is the more advanced. I used to use Delco, but I can't. They don't stock Delco anymore, so I'm just going to use this because it's more than comparable. It's a the Delco number would be a PF1218. It's the giant oil filter. I mean, this thing's huge. I mean, you can see. Here's my hand, and it's freaking gigantic. Hopefully the engine's cooled off enough now I can get that oil filter off without burning my hand, because when I took the plug off, oh man, it was hot. Alright, back again soon, YouTube.